Welcome to the Ferrari stand at the 2019 Geneva Motorshow, and behind me is the new Ferrari F8 Tributo. Now it's kind of sort of a facelift, I suppose, of the 488, which some might claim is actually a facelift of the 458, so it's a facelift of a facelift. Some people are saying it's chasing the 720S. It's got 710 brake horsepower, it's got 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, 0 to 124 miles an hour in 7.8 seconds. It is, well, that makes it 50 brake horsepower up on the 488. It's also 40 kilos lighter than the 488. And it's taken various other things from the Pista as well. So we've got, obviously, the S-duct now in the front, because it's got 10% more downforce overall. Also, you can see the intakes on the side. They were previously split very clearly, bottom and top, but now the air intakes for the engine are at the back, just in front of what is now a carbon rear wing. It's a bit like, I suppose, the 812 is to the F12, if that makes sense. And given how much of an improvement the 812 was to the F12, well, we've got hopes for this then, I suppose, as well. Other things to mention, oh, of course, in the weight saving, we have that Lexan rear window, evoking the F40. How could I forget that? The engine underneath that Lexan cover, of course, is, well, it's still the 3.9 litre twin turbocharged V8 that we've seen before. Should we be worried about that? Well, it's been voted engine of the year for the last 3 years and engine of the last 20 years as well, as they're happy to remind us, so it's still pretty effective. The headlights on the car are now also LEDs, allowing them to be slimmer and also allowing for an extra duct up above, which allows a bit more cooling into the brakes. Inside the F8, well, it's a case much like the outside, really, of it being sort of evolution rather than revolution. It's starting to look perhaps a little bit old, but having said that, it still does an awful lot of things right. These seats, which I always think, they look very artistic rather than sort of being utilitarian, but they hold you really, really well, and they're very comfortable. The biggest change in here is actually the steering wheel, which is now 30 millimeters narrower across and 9 millimeters shallower that way, which, putting a smaller wheel on a car really can make quite a big difference to the way where it feels. Look, Porsche did it obviously with their 360mm wheel, so it'll be interesting to see what this is like on here. Manettino still here. Now on the Pista, you had something called dynamic enhancement, which was on CT off. Now they've put that down to race as well, and what it means is essentially they say that if you're in race mode, then you will be 6% faster around any given corner than you would be in the CT off. Race. That's the fastest way, apparently. Sitting here, it just feels right. Still got the analog dial ahead. I love those arches there. And they're saying that this will be the last V8 without any hybridization. So perhaps this really is something to treasure after all, the last of a breed. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you not? Are they just chasing McLaren? Still feels good. I still really, really want to drive it. I want to drive the Pista first. I haven't driven that either. I don't know.